Hey, what's up, it's Zach, I'm Skyline Shore, and today we are playing Black Gold Online, which is a free-to-play MMO that is very similar to World of Warcraft, and I want to say that finally we have a WoW clone that's actually pretty good, but that's not entirely true. At first glance, that's what this game seems like. It seems like a good, kind of re-envisioned WoW clone, but when you actually get into the game, there's a couple of systems that make it really, really exciting, and then there's a couple of aspects to this game that make me not even want to try the genre ever again, honestly. So, okay. One thing about this game, I'll just say it right out of the box, is that the polish is not really there. Things like you trying to jump on a box is going to cause you to teleport back to the ground. You'll fall through literally you will fall through the map in this game. It just has such an unfinished feeling to it. You get into the game, it's like, I don't even want to get to level 2. I don't think so. Besides, the questing is very, very usual, and the introduction to the game, sure, the character creator is really cool. You could do all sorts of different things, sliders, all that kind of stuff. I'll elaborate on that later, but when you actually get into the game, cutscenes are pretty trash, I'll be honest. No dialogue really, no voice acting, really bad aliasing, really bad graphics. Just nothing that really hits you at home, no good storytelling, there's really nothing there. I'm trying to elaborate, trying to find something good there, trying to find a gem in the dirt, but there's really nothing. I can't say I enjoyed it at all. I actually skipped all sorts of cutscenes, and finally the 10th time I made a character. That's right, guys, I tried this game like 10 different times because of glitching and stuff like that. Characters being deleted, really fun stuff. But, so by the 10th time I finally watched the cutscenes, they were actually bad. Yeah, skip them. Okay, so, Black Gold Online, you get into the game, and the questing is very usual. Very, very usual questing. It's the same exact thing that you would see in World of Warcraft. There are a couple of systems, though, that are kind of cool. When you get an item, like a quest item, and it's better than items that you already have, it'll say, hey, do you want to automatically equip this? Instead of going through this stupid bag thing where you gotta go to your bag and find the item, and it's all confusing because MMOs have confusing UIs, especially Eastern games. So, well, it's cool that they have that. The maps also, I guess, modern and everything, but the UI overall is not a modern UI. Definitely no Guild Wars 2. Guild Wars 2 has the best UI ever. This game does not have a clean UI. It's actually very, very messy, if you could see from the gameplay. A horrible UI. But overlooking all of that, let's just try to get into the gameplay, let's try to level up here. And when I finally actually committed to it and started leveling up, I started to have fun. I started to realize some of the really awesome points to this game. Okay, for one, unlike Firefall, unlike a lot of other MMOs, it seems that you get a mount really, really quick in this game, and actually it becomes a huge impact towards your gameplay, because not only do you get a mount early, which is pretty unheard of in a lot of MMOs, most modern MMOs give you mounts early now, but you also get a battle mount. In this game, you have mounted combat, and unlike Arcade, it's not just simple mounted combat, it's literally vehicular combat. Well, literally, if you're in the steampunk faction, you actually get vehicles with turrets, and it's crazy, but if you're on the other faction, which is more natural, you get beasts and such. So in my case, I have like this tiger pet, and it has a leap ability, and it can claw, and it does tons of damage, has lots of health, and it's literally a vehicle. I get totally new sets of abilities, and the controls change and everything, and it's really awesome, the kind of encounters and quests that we could potentially have. So I'm actually intrigued to level up and try out this game and see where this goes, because other than that, the actual combat is actually pretty good too. Think World of Warcraft meets Terra, and maybe that's a little bit confusing because Terra is action combat, World of Warcraft is really floaty tab target, so it's actually both combined. You have momentum-based abilities, so say like your auto attack, it actually moves your character and you cleave, so like Guild Wars 2, your character will actually hit multiple enemies from just one swing, and then you have lots of really cool abilities, such as mobility abilities, like charges, leaps, dashes, blinks. You're gonna have all that sort of stuff. And then because of the class system, because you have so many different classes, especially per race and per faction, you're gonna have just a lot of variety. However, you're not going to have any of the sort of customization that you have in Elder Scrolls Online or Arcade. You're not going to have any of the picking abilities and doing all that mix and match class stuff. No, it's pretty cookie cutter. You pick a class and you're going to play that archetype to the best of your ability, which you're going to need to, apparently, because PvP is supposed to be really visceral and feel really good. My only complaint, I haven't actually played PvP, but I'm really worried about the terrain and the maps, because the physics are really shitty in this game. It's really bad. So even if there's a hill hill and you try to jump over the hill, potentially you're gonna just glitch backwards, maybe even fall through the map. And it's just not gonna be good. It's not gonna look good. It's not gonna feel good. And in a competitive setting, it's definitely gonna be bad, tragic, even potentially very, very harmful for the game. Like, you're just not gonna be able to have an esport of any kind, even a community kind of based stuff, PvP. It's just not gonna be fun. Nobody's gonna want to do it if you're constantly glitching through the map and it doesn't feel good. But I'm kind of trashing on the game. If you just play the game, don't press your spacebar. If you play the game on the ground, it feels really good. The abilities are actually really nice. Sure, the graphics could be sharper. Here is a comparison between the ultra quality and then low quality. The game still looks fine, and it actually looks really, really good in ultra. It just doesn't run as, optimized as it could. However, it just doesn't seem that polished. Physics, the looks, the feel of the game, it just doesn't have that polish that we would expect from a release. It really has the polish of an alpha. So maybe later on the game will feel better and better and better. It definitely has the potential. It's just the questing is kind of boring, but it does go really, really fast. So the grind is not really that much of a grind, and it's kind of fun, to be honest, with the different abilities. And you have a variety of different classes, and you do have the factions, which are totally different. Now, Horde and Alliance, they're kind of different, but in this game you have totally different themalities, absolutely different themalities, different classes entirely, and you're probably gonna have some fun replaying the game if you want to. So I'm really 50-50 with this game. I want to suggest it, but I can't really trash it either. So this is actually the first review where I'm ever just like flat neutral. I don't know how to feel about it. I actually have to play more. But I can say that because of the systems that I have seen in the game so far, I do want to keep playing it. I do want to see where these systems go. And especially, I'm really excited for PvP. That's kind of my deal. And this game seems like it could have really exciting PvP. So if you guys play it, if you play Black Gold, tell me what you think in the comments below. In the section where comments go. I'm Skyline Shore with Attack Gaming. I had fun. I'll say I had fun. And I hope you do too. Thanks for watching. See you again later.